Alright guys, don't mind the train in the background. It's going to be kind of loud and annoying, but I'm not going to wait for it. Today we're just kind of going to do a tutorial on how to get potato graphics, and as you can tell, we obviously don't have potato graphics right now. We're going to do a little before and after test. If you're looking how to just get quick potato graphics, I'll put a timestamp up right now of just how to get them. But we're going to go over and compare and see if they really do anything or if they're really worth it. As you can see right now, I'm on performance mode. And I have unlimited FPS, and I'm getting about, as I'm free building, 340 to 350. This isn't the best PC, as you can probably tell. I've tweaked it a little bit, but nothing too crazy. It was just a little Walmart PC I got for about 800 bucks. Fairly budget friendly, and you really don't need more than 240 FPS to compete in Fortnite anyways, and the delay is fairly good as long as you get an Ethernet cable. Overall, this isn't bad. Performance mode deprecated, which is what you should all be running if you're running performance mode. Looking straight up, we're getting around 400 FPS, building about 350. And, you know, it looks good. It looks good. Let's go over some of these. And since we're already here, let's kind of look at the materials and how well you can see through them. This is wood. Let's do brick. And then here's metal. Alright guys, let's get right into how to get the potato graphics. And as soon as we do that, we'll come back on this map, look at everything again, and see if it was worth it. An Nvidia Profile Inspector into your browser. You're going to go to get the GitHub link right here. And if you're looking at this later, this is what matters. You see the pre-release? You don't want that. For me personally, right now at 4:15:26, I'm going to scroll down, go to the second page, and the latest model is going to be right here on the second page. It's literally the first one. You're going to download the Nvidia Profile Inspector, and then you basically just want to get it on your home screen. Once it's on your home screen, you can open it up. Up at the top where it says Profiles, you're going to delete that, type in FORT. You're going to hit Fortnite so the game knows, well, I guess the program knows that you want to change your settings for Fortnite. You're going to scroll down to the third one, anti-aliasing. You're going to go transparency, super sampling. You're going to hit the drop down, and you're going to put it on replay mode all. You're going to scroll down to the fourth box, right here, which is texture filtering, LOD, bias, DX, and OGL. There's a couple options here. You can do the drop down menu. You can scroll all the way down and do +3. But me personally, I like to play on 0x0, 0, 0, 00035. Some people like to do 8 instead of 35. I prefer to do 35. Some people prefer to do 8. Some people prefer to do 3. It's all up to preference. Once you do this, you're going to put it in both the DX and OGL. You're going to hit apply changes. Everything should be saved. You can close out of this and go right back to Fortnite. Now, as you can tell, obviously, nothing's changed yet. It still looks the same. You're going to want to go ahead and close Fortnite. So I'm going to hit the X and close Fortnite, and you're basically going to restart your game. We'll come back when we get into the lobby. All right, as you can see, we just loaded in, and obviously my character looks a little bit weird, kind of like a Barbie doll character does. Like that kind of texture. Look at her arms. Okay, we're going to load into a game on private. And we're going to see if my FPS gets boosted, how the builds look, if it's easier to see through them, etc., etc. Maybe we'll just try to find out what some of the benefits are of using this instead of using the normal textures. All right, we're in a game, and as you can see, I have potato graphics, just like that. My mic's in front of my mouse, so it's hard for me to kind of do a free build. But as you can see, this is what the builds look like. And looking straight up in the air, I'm getting about, on performance mode unlimited, about 390. I've touched 400 a couple times, and while I'm free building, how much was that? Hard telling, but let's go down here and look at some of these. As you can see, everything kind of blends together, and this is no longer the night sky. It makes your skybox white. Weird. Alright, let's go back over here. And let's look at the builds. Obviously, the clouds look like we're playing in MS Paint right now, but that's okay. This is a wood wall. This is a brick wall. This is a metal wall. Very easy to see through these builds. Not when they're fully done, but before they get done, you can see through them pretty well when you're just trying to follow an opponent. For me personally, the delay feels... Definitely feel like there's maybe a little less delay. Definitely feel like there's a little less delay. Let's hop into a game of Reload so I can show you the biggest problem with this. Alright, we're in Reload and we're in Oasis, and I think that you might be able to notice the first problem. The delay feels really good in game. That felt like I was in creative, and I'm not even playing on my server. I probably have, like, I don't know, give or take right now, 35, 40 ping. I'm also getting 500 FPS in the battle bus. As soon as I drop out, you know, it lowers, obviously, but you can see what the issue is, correct? The map is meh, it's blended together. The mountain right here is invisible. I mean, I have no clue what's in front of me. I'm just jumping and hoping to make it somewhere, right? So this is obviously... You can't play on this, right? You obviously can't comfortably play on this. So, like, yeah, see, what is that? I thought this was the ground, and then I went below the ground. Still going below the ground, it feels like. Obviously, it's not sustainable to play like this, right? So to fix this, you're going to go to your settings... And we're going to keep it on unlimited so you can see. My FPS right now, about 290. You're going to change this from Legacy Performance Deprecated. By the way, anybody watching, whether you're going to change your settings or not, you should always play on Legacy Performance Deprecated instead of just Performance. This one's 100% better. You're going to go to DirectX. You're going to apply. And I'm going to restart my game. We'll come back when the game is restarted. All right, the game is restarted. Now that we're on DirectX, we're going to scroll down. You're going to have everything on low. You're going to put Nanite Virtualized Geometry on. You're going to apply. If you don't already have this on, NVIDIA Reflex Low Latency, put it on plus boost. You have to have an NVIDIA graphics card to do this. If you don't have an NVIDIA graphics card and you use AMD instead, you will not be able to do this. Let's hop back into a reload match, and we can see the difference. All right, we're loaded in, guys, and I'm sure you can already tell it's a world of difference, right? And the delay still feels about the same. But the biggest difference that you can obviously see right now is if we zoom in to my FPS, I was getting 500 before, now I'm getting 248. But the map is playable. I know this is different, but you can see the mountains, you can see the floor, you can see everything that you need to see. I mean, just check it out. Everything looks good. Everything looks kosher. On buns. Let's land on some water so you can see the water. Not a good example right there. You notice how right here it's just kind of brown? This is actually water. So with this, you cannot see water, but it's really not too big of an issue, I don't believe. I think right here should be deeper water now. See, this is water. The only reason you can see it is because of the blue slurp, but if there was no slurp here, you would not be able to see the water, you would just kind of be in it, right? So that's the biggest issue with this, and the FPS drops significantly. If you just play PGs or maybe even box fights, you can keep it on performance mode, or if you don't mind, you can keep it on performance mode, but I would definitely recommend switching to DirectX. Yes, it's a little bit more of a pain, but... you know, it's give and take, right? It's give and take. I'm still running 240 FPS. If I cap it, I usually cap mine at about 180 when I'm on DirectX. If I was on performance, I'd cap it at 240. And a little bonus tip, you notice how there's no edit button on my screen? I'm going to show you guys how to do that too, just because it looks cleaner with these graphics. You're going to go into the game settings. You're going to go to tutorials. You're going to turn off contextual tips. Turn that off. Then you're going to go into game UI, and you're going to find target info. You're going to turn that off. Here's me doing a short little edit deal with the edit button on. Right, so, you know how that looks. You know how it looks when I'm free building without it on. It just looks cleaner, right? But, yeah, that's pretty much how to get potato graphics and do everything else you need to know. I repeat, you have to have an Nvidia GPU if you want to do this, right? You have to have it. So, I would just recommend not even trying if you don't have one, right? Otherwise, man, that's going to be the end of this video. I appreciate you tuning in, and I hopefully you learned something. If you need help, comment down below. I'm more than happy to help you with whatever you need help with, all right? Like I said, thanks so much for tuning in, and have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, or night.